Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, let's talk about the forms. That is a Bootstrap forms. Let's see what all the input buttons and what all the attributes related with the forms, and we'll create a sign up page as well as a login page, and we'll be using a Bootstrap forms. Let's integrate in this video for the front end part. So let's move on to the coding part and let's play the intro.
Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
So let's start with the session. So you can see I have created a static folder where I have the background JPG and ARK, JPNG and some of the images over here. So I'll just cut this particular folder. So where I have the images, so I'll just go to the E drive. So where is my project folder? It is over inside the Django, inside the project. So you can see here I need to paste that particular folder, that is static folder. So once I save, so what I'll do here is I'll just create one more new folder, that is I'll just make it as images folder. So inside the images folder, I'll just add all these images inside this particular folder over here. So if I just open this folder, you can see the static images folder all been coming inside my project. So that is inside my project. So I'll just run the particular server. So let's before moving back to the form, let's create a particular page, that is a login.html page. So I'll just click on to new terminal over here. So here I'll just say first I'll come inside the project, cd project, and I'll just tell python manage.py run server. So I'll just run the particular server. So you can see I'll be getting a starting development server. So I'll just cancel all these things. So here I'll just say here 127 this particular home page will be getting open over here. So now I need to go to the login page. So I need to create a login page for all, and first I will create a sign up page. So what I'll do, inside my template.html, I'll create sign up.html page, and I'll just create login.html page. So I've created a sign up and login.html page over here. So now I need to add a application, that is in the application I need to add a URL. So first I need to add for the login, then I need to add it for what? Sign up. I need to add it for the sign up. So here whenever this function runs, it should handle what? It should handle the login page, and the function name should be handle login, and here it should be what? Handle SIGNUP sign up, and the function name should be what? Handle sign up. So I'll just save it. So I'll just go to the views and I'll just create the same function. So I'll just create two functions. So the first function name should be a sign up, let handle sign up.html page. Whenever handle sign up function runs, it should render what? Sign up.html page. I'll just rename this to SIGNUP sign up.html, and here for the one more URL, that is for the login, I need to create handle login views. So I'll just create a handle login views over here. So it should return what? It should return a login.html. So it should return a login.html page. So once I save, if I try to open now, you can see it is going to the login page. If I try to click onto the sign up, it is going to the sign up page, but there is nothing now. So I need to add it. So now I'll just open a new tab. So here I'll just go to the getbootstrap.com. So here I'll just copy the starter template in both two. So I'll be doing some of the modifications. So let's try to design one beautiful sign up form. So let's see how can we do and how to add the images. So I'll be showing over here like how to add the background images. So now the title name, I'll just rename it to what? I'll just rename it to sign up. Okay, now the body, I'll just keep it as it is. I don't want anything inside the body. I'll just keep it blank. If I come back to the home page, if I just try, you can see I'm getting a sign up page over here. So now I need to add a background image over here. I need to add a background image now. So how I can add over here is, so first you need to have some of the images. So just save the images inside your static folder. You can see it should be in the same fashion. When I close all the folders, it should be there inside the same fashion itself, and it should be named, that is static only, it should be there. So now what I need to do here is I need to add the static path inside my project directory. You can see inside my settings, and if I come below, I have a static URL here. So I need to add what? I need to add the static files directories here. So I need to add a static files directory. So I need to say what? I need to say static files, files, the directories. I need to say static files directories. I need to add the what? I need to say os.path.join. So I want to join the particular static folder. So as a static folder I need to join as what? As a base directory. I'll just tell base dirs. Actually it should come inside the it should be the first argument over here. If I just copy this one, so here it should be in this particular fashion. So the particular base directory, so actually it will be base dir, and it should be, I'll just put a comma, and the base directory should be add on the static file. So I need to add this of the things now. That means I am just adding the static path over here, the static files directory. So now what I need to do here is I need to come back. I'll just close, I'll just save everything from here, and I'll just right click and I'll just close all the tabs here. So now I'll just open what? I need to open what? Signup.html page. I'll just open the signup.html page. So inside my static folder, you can see I have a static folder that is images. So inside a static folder, I will create one more folder that is a CSS folder. So I want to create a CSS folder. I'll just create a CSS folder. So inside a CSS folder, I'll say main.css. So I need to write a CSS code, so I'm writing it. And if you want to see properly, you can come back inside the static folder. You can see I have an images folder and I have a CSS folder inside. So what I'll do, I'll just cut this CSS folder. I want to put it over here, so I'll just paste it here. So inside a static folder, I have a CSS folder and images folder. Inside my images folder, I am maintaining all the images. Inside your inside your CSS folder, you're maintaining a CSS file. So now what I'll do here is I'll just come back to the CSS folder. I'll just say you'll just extract the particular body. So I'll say whichever the background image is there. So what is the background images is there. So now I want to just path the particular URL of this one. So I need to say what is the background image path. So here I'll just tell background image. So I'll just provide the URL over here. So what I'll say here is, so where is the images folder? So if I am in the main.css, I need to go what? I need to go in this part. I need to go one folder back. So then I need to go to the images folder. So now I need to add bg.jpg image. I want to load this bg.jpg image. I want to load this kind of image inside my CSS. So I'm saying here the background image should be this particular file. So now I need to come back to the template folder. If I come back here, you can see if I refresh also, I won't be getting any images over here. So I'm getting some of the error, the server has been stopped. So if I see what is the error, if I just open the terminal here, so it is telling the name OS is not defined. It is coming in the settings.py file line number 123. So if I just open the project settings, and one more thing, your settings will be there only inside your project directory. So here I'll just import the OS. I'll just tell import operating system, import OS. That's all. The error would have been gone. So if I just refresh, so you can see if I just run the server again, python manage.py run server, I am getting a particular IP address here now. If I come back and if I refresh, you can see the server is running, but the image is not getting loaded. So why? Because I need to come back in my setting, the signup.html page. I need to load this CSS file, that is a main.css file. To load a CSS file, what I need to do here is inside my header part, I need to say link. So I want to have a link of CSS. So here, what is the href? So here in the href, I'll say, first of all, I need to load the static file. So I need to load the static file. Just tell load load. So you can see I'm getting a load static. So I'm loading the static files. Now I'll say I need to say static over here. If I say the static, you can see I'm getting this kind of syntax. So what I'll say here is I'm inside the static now. So after the static, where is the CSS file? It is there inside the CSS folder. I'll mention that is I am there inside the CSS folder /. So after the CSS folder, what I have the main.css. So I'll just tell main.css folder. So that's it. So this means the CSS would have been loaded here. So if I come back and refresh, so I can see I am getting the particular image over here, but it is not getting in a proper format. If I press Ctrl U, you can see I'm getting this particular code is getting access. You can see it has been accessing it. So I can see this is a bootstrap CSS. If I open this particular main.css, so you can see it is loading all with all the particular files, no problem. So now you can see I have downloaded, I have just added this kind of stuff. So what I need to do here is, so here in my main.css, I'll say the background repeat. So I'll just tell background repeat. So I'll just tell I don't want to repeat the particular background repeat. I'll just save this CSS. If I press Ctrl Shift R, so I can see the particular image is getting little bit, I got the changes over here. So again, what I need to say, background width. So background, if I just tell background width should be, image width should be 100%. If I say background image width should be 100%, if I refresh, so I can see I'm not getting any changes. So now, so here the border bit have been happened, sorry. So I'll just remove this one. I'll just tell background. So here I'll be having a background. So here I'll need to say background, BACK background. So background size, I need to give the background size over here. So where is it? Is here. So background size, I'll just give it as a 100%. So I want the background size should be 100%. If I just save this one, if I come, you can see the particular image is been loaded. If I refresh, you can see I am getting the same thing. The image is getting loaded now. So now suppose if you want some other image to get over here. So if I just see here, if I just where is it? If I just go to this folder itself. So if I just go to the static and if I go to the images, if I have any other images I want to load, I can load that also. It's your choice. So let it be this particular image itself. I'll be loading this image. So no problem for me. If you have some other good images, you can just import that particular image as a backend. So now once it is done, I'll come back to the particular signup.html page. I'll come back to my signup.html page, that is a body page. So what I'll do here is I'll say div.container. I want to divide the container in, I want to create a container. So after creating a container, I want to create div.row. I want to create a row. So after this one, I want to divide it into the two column. Div.column of, I want a column of medium size. Suppose I want to divide a, so I want to divide it into the 2. I'll just divide it into the 6. 6 2s are 12. So I want to divide it by 2 columns. So first column will be this and the second column will be this one. If I say the h1 tag, I'll just tell say 1 here. Again, if I say h1 tag, I will say 2. If I just save this one, if I come back and if refresh it, so you can see, so where is it? It is not getting visible. So if I just save once again, so you can see it is not getting visible. So you can see it is visibling over here. So 1 is the coming over here and 2 is getting over here now. So what I can do here is, so I have created a one form over here. So what I'll say here is inside the this particular column, I'll just tell div.jumbotron. I'll just create a jumbotron, tron. So I can just create a jumbotron over here. I can create a particular jumbotron over here. If I just save this one, so if I come back and if I refresh, so you can see the particular, it is coming, but it is not visible for us. So what I can do here is, so I'll just remove this one. So what I'll do, I'll say whatever the background color is there, just make it to LIGHT light color. So this particular column MD6 background, make it to red color. You can see the particular column is been changed to white color. It is a light color, it has been changed. So same way, if I want to make it here, if I check once more, if I say make the particular background to danger, if I say something, make it the particular background to danger, if I refresh, so you can see the particular background has been changed to danger color. So now I want to set up the particular step. I want to create, I want to add one more image over here, and here I want to add a particular form now. So let's see how that can be added. So what I can do here is I'll just remove this background color to danger. I'll just remove this one. So what I can say, so now I want to create a one h1 tag is already there over here. So what I'll do here is, so I'll just create one margin from the top. I'll say from the margin, just take it 3 pixel. Then I want to have a h2 tag. So I'll just tell sign up, SIGNUP, sign up here. So I can say here as a sign up here. If I come back again, if I refresh, you can see I'm having a sign up here, but it is not visible. So what I can do here is I can give a class. I'll just give the class. So here I'll just tell text text white. I can say make it the particular text to white color. If I refresh, so you can see the particular color is coming in the white color over here. So first one, I'll just remove the BG to the light color. I'll just save it as it is. If I refresh, you can see I'm getting a sign up over here. I'm getting this kind of thing. Even I'll just give the particular whatever the container is there. I'll just get the from the margin. I want a 3 pixel. So if I save this one, you can see it will be coming little bit down. So I'm getting perfectly like is a sign up here. So now what I want here is, so I need to create a form now. I'll just tell I want to create a form of post request. I need to create a form of the post request. So once I create a form, I need to add the label. So I'll just add the label. So I'll just say here I need to have what? I need to have the username over here. So then I'll say the username, and you can see if I come back again, if I refresh, so you can see I'm getting a username, but it is in the but that particular color is a that thing. Like I'll come later and I'll change it. So now I have a label. So now what I'll do here is I'll just tell div dot form group. I'll create a bootstrap class that is a form group. So inside a form group, I'll add an input box. I just tell an input of a type text, and I need to add the particular class is equal to form control. I'll just tell form control. I need to add this is a form control. So this is a form control class, and I'll give the one more attribute name that is a username. I'll say at the backend part, when I will be doing a backend part, why I am using a name over here. So I'll be taking the label as a username. So that is the input is a type text, and class is a form control, and the name is a username. So that is the thing over here. So now once it is done, if I say come back and refresh, you can see I'm getting a particular form over, that is a particular input box where I can type anything here. So same thing, I need to do what? I need to say for the username, I'll just give the class, I'll remove the for here. I'll just say the class is equal to make the particular text to white color. So I can just tell make the particular text to white color. If I save, if I come and refresh, you can see the username is visible here. So one more thing, you can see the particular form is very big here. I don't want this much big form. So what I can do here is I'll say the particular size of the column, just make it to 4. If I just make it to 4, if I refresh, so you can see it is coming at this particular stuff. And if you want more to be go back, you can just do dot also. So this is, I think this is more than enough. So this much particular size. So now once the username is done, I can take the first name as well as I can take the last name, but I'll maintain a student, I'll maintain a profile of the particular user. So there, whenever I like, I can change my first name and last name. There I'll be teaching you. So now let's maintain only username, email, and password, and confirm password. So here the username I have taken it. So as I have taken the username, I'll just save it. So same as it is, one more I'll create it. So here I'll say what? I'll say I want a email of the user. I'll just tell email. So type will be what? Type will be email here, and the class will be form control, name will be email itself. So I'll just save it, and I'll say whatever the from the margin top, I want to 3 pixel, that is a gap. So if I refresh, you can see I'm getting email also. And one more thing, I want what? I need to have same thing, I need to have password and confirm password. I'll say password. Here same way, I'll just tell confirm password, confirm password. I'm just telling confirm password. So here I'll just type is equal to password. So that means whatever the user will be typing it, it won't be visible it. And here I'll just make the particular name as a pass1. Even here I'll just make it as a pass2. So pass1 and pass2 will be the variable names of the form here. If I come and refresh, you can see I'm getting username, email, password, and confirm password. Now I'll just go to the getbootstrap.com. I want to get a button. I want to get a block level button, like this much button I need to get it. So what I'll do here is, so I'll search for the buttons. If I search for the buttons, you can see I have the block level buttons. Or you can see I have a button that is a block button. That is a block button. I'll just simply blindly I'll copy this one, and I'll come back here. After the password, I'll just paste it. So here I need to have only one button. I'll just remove the one more button from here. So I'll just tell here as a sign up. So I'll just tell a sign up or a sign in. I'll just tell sign in. I'll just tell as a sign in. So here type will be what? Type will be submit button. It will be the submit button. So here the BTN is there. So I'll just tell BTN. I'll just tell BTN. So whichever color you like, you can just keep it. So if I just tell it as a light color, BTN light. If I come and refresh, so you can see I'm getting a light color button over here. So I need to give a gap, or I need to give the margin. I'll just give the margin top. I need to give it as a 2. If I refresh, you can see from the margin top, I'm just getting the stuff. So even here I'll just make it as a 2 itself. Even here I'll just make it as a 2 margin. So even here I'll just make it as a 2 as a margin. So if I come and refresh, you can see all the thing is coming perfectly here. So I want to give some of the margin still. So I'll just give the margin to 3. I'll just save. I'll refresh. So you can see it has been coming down now. If I give it as a 4, let me see how it looks. If I give it for the 4 margin, so if I refresh, so you can see it has been fine now. So now my sign up form is perfect. You can see it is a very amazing sign up form. Even if you want to put it like this, even you can do it, or else you want to get it here, even you can do it here also. It's your choice, totally upon you. So which however you will be styling. I want this sign up to come as a center. So what I can do for that, I'll just say, so whatever the thing is there, I'll just make it as a h3 tag. I want to make the particular font little bit small. So I'll just tell text white, text center. So these are all the bootstrap classes as I have remembered, so I'm directly implementing it. If I refresh, you can see the particular thing is coming at the center now. So now once it is done, I want to add a logo over here. I want to add my particular logo. So what I'll do here is, so wherever there is this is a column, this is a empty column which I have created. I see I created a container, I created a row over here. If I right click and format the document, so why I'm not getting that particular stuff? Okay, no problem, I'm not getting that thing, so no problem. So what I'll do here is, inside the container I have a row. Inside a row I have created two columns. The first column is, this is an empty column, this is a first column. You can see this is a particular first column, call of margin 6, and it is a fourth column, this is a 4 column. So that is nothing but the fourth column. The second column I have divided into the 4. So the particular size of the width should be 4 columns. So here I need to add an image. I'll just tell image. So I'll just tell image img of src. So I said, once I say like this, the image will get loaded over here. I'll just save it. So inside the image, to load the image, I have loaded the static here. So now I want to load which image. I want to load this particular ark.png image. I want to load this ark.png image. So what I'll do here is, I'll say in my second, where is it? It is here itself. So where is here? So you'll say, just go to the static folder and go to the images folder. You can see, go to the static folder and go to the images folder. Inside the images folder, I have a file name that is ark.png image. Just get that one. If I just save this one and refresh, you can see the image is coming. You can see it is not coming properly. You can see if I zoom out, the image is coming here. Okay, you can see how the image is coming over here. So now what I can do here is, I need to set the particular image. So I need to use a particular class to load the particular image over there. So I can do it with the CSS, or else just I'll search with the any of the cards I can see, or else I'll just say images over here. If I say the images, you can see I can get this kind of images. So class I need to give, a class thumbnail I need to give it. So if I, let's see whether I'll be getting or not. If I come back here and if I give for the image, if I give this particular class is equal to image thumbnail, if I come back and refresh it, so you can see I am getting the particular thumbnail is getting loaded. So that means the image I can load from here. So fine, for me it is looking good. So I can do it any however. So I have a number of things. If I want to get like this, I can give it. So like that, whichever you like, you can just give the particular image in that particular fashion. So what I'll do here is, if I right click and if I inspect this particular page, so what I'll do, I'll just open inside this this particular format. So I'll just slide little bit down. That is, I'm just inspecting the, just I want to give the CSS for it, or else best I'll open from here itself. So here I'll just select this particular image. You can see I'm having this CSS is getting loaded. So width it is taking and border radius it is taking. If I want to make the round color, I can just make it like this also. So then I want to give the padding. So if I want to give the padding like this, you can just give like this as a padding. And background color, I can just remove the particular background color. It will be like this. So what I can do here is, background color I can make it as a something like, I can give it, I can let's leave it as it is. And border, I don't want to give the border, I'll just remove the border. So I have the maximum width. So I'll just copy this particular CSS, that image.thumbnail. I'll just copy this CSS. So I'll just copy this particular CSS. You can see it will be looking something like this, and it is very amazing here. So what I will do, so whatever the CSS I copied, simply I'll just paste it over here. That's all. My work will be done. If I just press Ctrl Shift R, so you can see the particular thing I am getting in this particular fashion. So even though it is not getting, okay, border radius is given, max width, height is given, fine. So you can see it is coming like this. Fine for me. I don't have any problem with this. If I want to externally, if I have removed the particular border radius, so I have given as a like this as a, if I just give solid, I want to give the solid green color. So solid green. If I want to give the border as a solid green, if I refresh, so if I just press Ctrl Shift R, so you can see the border color is been changed to green color. If I refresh, so you can see here the border color is been changed to green color. You can see if I just make it as a 2 pixel, so you can see it will be looking like this. It will be looking like this. If I want to give like this, so if I want to design like this, you can just give particular thing as a like this also. It's completely our choice. If I right click and inspect, suppose I want to do more changes over here. So what I need to do here is, so whatever the select, I'll just inspect, I'll just select this one. So I don't want a border itself. I don't want a border. Along with that, I don't want the max width and height. So border radius I given. So border color. If I remove the background color, so it is not giving me the removing the background color. So before it was getting deleted. If I see here, what is I can do here is, so background color, what I'll do here is background color, I'll just make it to, so I can just tell background color make it to black. If I just come and do like this, so if I refresh, you can see the background color is been changed to black color. So it is looking perfect for me. If I want to give as a padding as a 1.25 RAM, if I refresh, so I can see the particular thing is getting been loaded here. So if I right click, so now for me I can notice, like if I just little bit, if I want to reduce the particular height, so I'll just make the particular height to 50%. If I say the height, make it to 50%. If I refresh, so if I just come back and if I refresh, okay, it is can see the thing is getting I need to give it as a auto. So if I just tell height is equal to 50 view height, so if I give it as a 50 view height, if I refresh, so I can see it is been coming in this particular fashion. So like this also I can make it, so it is looking fine. So I think the before auto was only good, so I'll just make it as a auto itself. If I just make it as a auto, so you can see it is coming in this particular fashion. So now what I'll do, I'll just make it as a 2 pixel solid green. So whichever you like logo, you can just put it an image or a logo. So you can see it is a little bit highlighted now. So I can notice like my particular sign up page is looking nice. So I am satisfied with my sign up page. So so I have created a sign up page. It's your choice, however you like, you can just create it now. So now what I'll do, I'll just remove the main.css settings. I'll come back to the sign up here. So what I'll say here is, I'll just mention already a user, already a user. If he is already user, he should enter to the /login page. I'll mention login login. If I save this one, if I come and refresh, you can see here I'll be getting already user. I can just click onto the login page over here. So everything what I'll put it here inside the paragraph tag. So I'll just put everything inside the paragraph tag. So if I come back and refresh, you can see even though I'm not getting all the color, so what I'll do here is I'll just give the paragraph tag. So I'll just give the paragraph tag. So even I can give it the class name from like this here, or else I can come inside my, so where is the main.css? Okay, it's here. So I'll just it's saying deleted. So how it is get deleted? I just open once again the main.css. So what I will do here is, wherever my paragraph tags are there, so I want to make the particular color of it to white color. So I want to make the particular color to white color, the particular text color. So now you can see now the particular color is coming to like this, and I can just increase the particular font size also. I can just say font size, just make it larger. So if I want to make the larger, if I refresh, so you can see it is in the larger. Now it is fine for me. Or and I want to give the particular margin, so margin from the top. So or else better I can just don't need of giving from here. I'll just go to the signup.html page. So here I'll just create one br tag. I'll just create a 2 br tag. So I can just create a 2 br tag. So if I refresh, so you can see I'm getting here. So already user, I can just click onto the login page. It will be going to the login page. So what I'll do, so same page I'll copy from the signup.html page. Then I'll just go to the login and I'll just paste it same as it is. So now I'll just change the title name to the login over here, and here I want to say login here. So then I want to just log in with my username as well as from my password. So rest of the things I'll just delete from this particular page, that is a label due to div. So I kept as a username and a password. Here I'll just say login. So I'll just say login. It'll tell not a user. I'll just mention not a user. So if he's not a user, so what I need to say him, just go to the sign up page. So I'll just tell not a user, he'll just click onto the sign up, means it should go to the sign up page. If I just can't save it, if I just press Ctrl Shift R, so you can see the login page is created within the seconds. So like this you can just create a particular page. So you'll see I'll do something here. I can say, so I'll just create some br tags here. I'll just add some br tags, so it should come little bit down. If I refresh, so you can see it is coming little bit down now. So now I have created a sign up page and I have created a login. But I created a sign up page over here, then I have created a login page also. So like this you can create it. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, you can just subscribe to my channel and you can just share with your friends. So let's see the backend connection part in the next video, and I'll see you in my next video.